Hello, YouTubers. This is video number 2 of my series of my new YouTube channel. So we're sitting in my 2018 Chevrolet Bolt. Going to do a little tutorial of startup. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but hey, this one's mine, so let's see how it goes. So start it up. You need to put your foot on the brake. You have a key fob, which is yay, so you can have it in your pocket or in your bag or whatever. And hit the start button, which is kind of buried over there, but you'll get used to it. And then tap on it for a few seconds, and you can hear the start up. This is initialized. Turn that music off, because who knows if that's copyrighted. Sure it is. We do have a little service message here. This is my tire monitor system saying that I don't have tire pressure. An issue with it. That's because I have snow tires on my car, the different set of wheels that do not have tire pressure sensors. So, yeah, on the left side, you can see where my battery is. It's all full because it's been charged for the last 3 days or 2 days because I haven't gone anywhere. Again, as I have no work. Bottom left is the estimated EV range you're going to get out of this car. That's kind of like some people call it a guessometer, because it can go up and down depending on how your driving habits, weather, the use of your climate control, that type of thing. I would say it's fairly accurate, but you have to kind of think about it like, you have a really, easy driving day, you're going to get a lot of mileage. The next day you do all highway, you're putting your foot in the gas or throttle as an electric car. You're going to use a lot more power out of the battery to have reduced range. So I feel like it's fairly accurate, but don't overestimate it. Top left is the mileage, 35,778, almost out of my bumper to bumper warranty. Um, then we have the park selector on the right hand side. Park reverse neutral drive, low gear. Then we have the fuel gauge, which I'm mostly full. Filled up the other day because the gas prices have gone so cheap. So I figured, well, I'll put 2 gallons in at $1.96. And it gives you the fuel range right there to the bottom right. See, that one's kind of grayed out because on the fuel ranges because we are in full electric mode right now. I'm actually going to put the car into drive or low, either one, because I do have to move up a little bit. Just in my driveway. I'm not driving on the roads with my phone in the hand. So, it's not moving well. I have to remove. I have a park brake. Push that down. That releases. Just told me right there. Now I can move off that little spot where I was. Off the grass. I needed to move off the car. I'm just backing up. Which actually has I feel, a pretty good backup camera for car. I'll put it back into park. Energy monitor, we'll go through that. Display, we'll do, let's see, what else? You can do a lot of stuff. This is my last trip. I did 100 miles the other day. And I'm just going to clear that because I do track my mileage every day because I'm in work in the transportation company field, and I get paid on a 1099, and I use my car all the time. So I have to track that for business purposes, tax purposes. So we went through. You can go through. Oh yeah. So the trip. To reset it, you just hit the check button, and it'll beep and go to 0. That's trip A. That's your current miles per hour. By total range, that's gas and electric combined. So typically in this car, you would use all your battery first, and then you go into your gas. And with what I have for battery and for gas, there's 288 miles. That's the oil life. It's 74%. Tire pressure, well, if I had my summer tires on there, it would tell me exactly what tire pressures is. Average speed, timer, which I don't really feel that's actually any worth of anything. So I just kind of ignore that. Speed limit sign, that's kind of nice when you're driving, but again, you got to have that on to see where it is. Follow distance, because this does have automatic braking. It does not have active cruise control. So it'll tell you the distance behind the car that you are. It gives you seconds. And coolant temperature. Now that is not the battery temperature. That is not the electronics temperature. That is the coolant in the engine area. And we're back to where we are. Let me go over to the left. Hit the left button here. It goes in information, which we've already done. Then you can go to sound, audio off, which I will leave it off because I don't want to copyright. Phone, click on the phone. And again, to select that, and hit the middle button. And I'm not going to show you. Well, see, there's my name. Look at that. But that's all you're going to get. I'm trying to keep myself not known as possible. And you can go through last few numbers and other things. All that if you go to the right. So we go back to the left, and then we can go into navigation, which I do have a full navigation on this car. I never really use this small little spot because you can go right here, which is easy enough. I don't know this little section, but I guess if if you really need that little map in front of you, you can do that. And then that's your navigation. So I haven't really used that much. And this is your display. You can change your display. I kind of like it how this looks as the classic. But if you want to change it to modern, you have a little different display there. If you want it to classic enhanced, which is, I think is the best, and modern enhanced, which is that, and you got this little, on the left gives you power meter out of the battery, and on the right gives you the engine power. And back to classic, which is less information, but just kind of the basics. But I kind of like the classic enhanced, which we have. Show me right now. I'm actually pulling out of the battery because I have the heat on. Because it is cold out here. A little bit. And acceleration. Well, we're standing right now, so no acceleration. And settings. And then you can go to miles. I will leave it in US because I'm United States. I think that's about it. Speed warning. If you want to set it, it goes on to a you have a top speed, like let's say if you don't want to go over 75 miles an hour or something, you can set that in a little have a warning chime if you go over to that, which I do not need that. Then tutorials. Ooh, tutorials. Look at that. We can read some information off of that. I've never actually been to the tutorials on this car. Okay. Power gauge. All right. Power gauge again. Everyone can just read that. Ooh, dual power gauge. Classic. Modern. I think we're there. Oh, we've gone back. Okay. So that's it for right now, boys and girls. It's a 10-minute video. That's not too exciting. But here we are. Well, hope you liked the video. You can put some comments and if they see if something else. Talk to you soon.